Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Haywood.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
You better be afraid of me. Double right. Crunch.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 34-yard line.
Wait, set. Wait, Eddie. Check, Mike, 39. Watch the run. Check, Eddie weapon.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Bravo.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. This is Miller, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo!
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Brady now on first down. This complete to Jones. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too.
Hey, my 7. Check my 39. Hey, goal 66. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, Alabama.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. So that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Easy. They're not ready for this. Fun. For this, they still playing something.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
32.
To throw again on second down. Stafford, quick hitter here, it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going. Hey, Charlie. Let's go, dude.
Stafford looks to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10.
It's our time. 59. 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Throwing again is Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. The 40, 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 91 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
53, ready. Go.
Bound to lose one. Hey, 25. Hey, we got 25 to Mike. Check.
Stafford now to throw. Touchdown! From 3 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 1, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me. Hey, 25 to Mike.
Throwing again. Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlton Davis speeds in for the sack on the quarter blitz. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Here we go, D. All day. Hey, 70.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
After the sack on 1st down, Brady. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Jones, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Hey, wahoo! Shadow!
Now Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Let's go, let's go.
Go, Bandit! Hey, you!
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his 16th touchdown of the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gage is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Complete to Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Exit.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. He completes it to Jones. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Stafford now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. SOS.
Big 20. Big 20.
SOS. Tighten up.
Throwing again. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for number 87, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely 1 play, and then these 2 teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brady. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another and he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Throwing on first down is Brady. He gets this one to Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. Now Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Hey, 66. Hey, Alpha.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. You run.
Hey, hey.
Second down and goal. Brady to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Brady now on third and goal. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A diving catch for the score. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Easy, learn.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
To throw again. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Zebra. Check 24. Check 24. Hurry.
So they will go for it. Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Wait, 10. Wait, 20. Regular. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Delta.
25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
Brady now on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Romeo Okwara. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Hey, second.
Throwing on second and long. Brady. He completes it to Evans. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a first and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Hey, orbit.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Stay 50, stay 50.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0 and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. This looks like a free play for Stafford. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is going to be taken down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, check Mike 30 back and reload.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the ball is knocked out. Does the big boy have the juice? The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Brady. Evans has it left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. On first down, Brady. And this is caught by Evans. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Evans, once again, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Alert. 5.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 2nd and goal, Brady. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the run.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Stafford. And he'll find Hall. A gain there of 30 big ones. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Monday. Check nickel.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Now it's Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Ozzy. 53's in now. Smooth. Easy. Sugar.
Brady going to look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's total?
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Hey, Delta. We'll go 25 to Mike. Hey, 66.
Brady to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And that touchdown reception, and he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more.